Want a really easy way to prioritize those repair requests? You get this inspection report and there's, I don't know, anywhere 30, 40, 50 items. And, you've got a leaky roof right next to rubbing doors. Obviously, those aren't the same, and it's hard to realize. It's kind of they come. They're not prioritized. So here's a really easy way to prioritize it. I always tell people, think of it like laundry. When you do your laundry, you separate it. Your darks, your whites, and your colors, right? So they don't run or whatever. Same thing here. Must-haves, like-to-haves, be nice to have basket. Must-haves would be something like structural issues, hole in the roof, leak in the roof, or you got mold, or something that needs a contractor, affects the ability of the house, could be expensive, or safety issue. That would go in the must-have basket. All right, medium basket would be more, would be like-to-have. This would be more along the lines of like a drippy faucet, a rubbing, sticking door, and actually a majority of your items are going to be in this one, or they'll like to have. Fortunately, there's not as many in that must-have, which is good. You might get 40, 50 items, and we only got 5 or 6 in the must-have, and probably 20 or so in here. But they're you that need to be fixed, but they don't need to be fixed this minute. And if you absolutely you got in a tough negotiation, something may not cost that much. It's not getting a lot worse or really quickly, but it's something that needs to be addressed. But it's not got to do it right this minute sort of thing. Shouldn't cost a whole lot. All right, then like to haves would be more like cosmetic issues, peeling paint, carpet that's done, just a lot of cosmetic, marks on the walls, things like that, small holes in the wall, like pictures. So these are cosmetic items. Yeah, obviously you'd like to fix them, but is it affecting the ability of the house? Is it, do you need a licensed contractor? No. So those are like to have. So when you get all the items, divide them out into 3 baskets, right? Must have, like to have, and be nice to have. Major items, just kind of medium items, and cosmetic items. And if you got to negotiate, give up on the cosmetic items first, maybe some of the medium items. But if you can, you really want to get those must-haves. But it also depends on supply and demand. This is Preston Sandlin with Home Inspection Carolina. Hope that's been helpful.